It has been a scintillating game of cricket here at the Sher-e National Stadium in Mirpur, where Bangladesh go on to clinch the third ODI by 11 runs and eventually winning the series 2-1 over Pakistan. We have witnessed some glorious cricket from both the teams, but in the end, it was Bangladesh who go on to win the match and also the series after 11 years against Pakistan. All the players made their contributions, some sportsmanship as well, as we have witnessed an outstanding game of cricket, a pulse-pounding, heart-stopping game of cricket here at the Sher-e National Stadium in Mirpur. As I mentioned earlier, Bangladesh go on to win by 11 runs to win the third ODI and also the second ever bilateral series win over Pakistan. Hello, welcome to the Dutch-Bangla Bank Straight Drive, and I'm alongside Shamim Chowdhury and Ramiz Raza. I'll start with Ramiz bhai.
Yes.
Ramiz, a bit
if you must. Sure.
A bit disappointed the way Pakistan go on to fight till the end, but just couldn't finish on the line?
Yeah, I mean, the opening had to be a resounding one. If you're in a chasing situation, then obviously the openers matter a great deal. We lost both of them early in the piece. And then you had a raw middle order. I mean, there were a couple of players that were being exposed to international cricket. And so obviously they got out just at the wrong time. But there was a fight. I mean, we saw one of the best hundreds in a chasing scenario for Pakistan. Salman Ali Agha put his hand up and he played wonderfully well. But in the end, you know, these close matches are like that. So one little mistake, one moment of madness in a crunch situation, and you can lose the game.
Shamim, you have to give a lot of credit to the Bangladeshi players as well. The way they held their nerve till the end. At one point, Shah Afridi almost took the game away from Bangladesh.
First of all, I was sweating. I mean, it was such a close one. And what a finish to a wonderful series. Funny thing, I was telling Ramiz off air that Pakistan scored 114. Bangladesh said, we'll match that. 114 in the second ODI. Bangladesh thrashed Pakistan in the first one. Pakistan thrashed Bangladesh in the second one. This time around, they were neck to neck. How much closer could a series be? And that augurs well. Bangladesh just finishing ahead of Pakistan, but it was entertainment all around, tension all around. That's what this format of cricket gives you. A lot of people don't realize that even the longer format of the shorter format, white ball cricket, has its nuances, the fine points, as you said, up and down. It was swing one way, then the other. Had it all. Good bowling, excellent batting. What more could you want? Everyone's earned their money. And today, Bangladesh, after 11 years, as you mentioned, coming out and winning a series against Pakistan, big step ahead for them, because we know that they have to go. They're not going on to the 9th spot in rankings of ICC. They have to go for that. But this is a good start in that direction.
Yes, moving on to the game, defending the target of 291, it was Taskin who bowled brilliantly, picking up 4 wickets. And more importantly, he kept his nerve so well. Ramiz bhai, I would like to ask you about Taskin's bowling. He's an experienced lad.
I mean, he made the difference really, because that Salman Ali Agha's scalp really was sealing the deal. And obviously, I mean, he came in different phases of the innings, so he had to alter his bowling lengths and style. I mean, he was pace on in the first part of the bowling stint, and he bowled some splendid deliveries, and he came back and finished the game actually for Bangladesh by this huge wicket. The outfielding was brilliant, the catching was very good from Bangladesh, and I mean, the expression they're suggesting the enormity of that scalp, and so really was well done by him.
Shamim, what about Mustafizur Rahman? He was injured before the last ball that he bowled. He picked up a wicket in his last ball. The way he showed his character, never say die attitude, is something stands out.
It takes a man of extraordinary mental resilience and strength to be hit so hard on the legs, and he was hardly able to walk. Look at that. Look at that injury. He is all over the place, writhing in pain. And even Shah Afridi going across, making sure that he was not injured. Very apart, the ball hit can be very, very painful. And then he comes back, entices the batter to go for a big one, and takes a very, very crucial wicket. Good catch in the deep. And Mustafizur Rahman normally doesn't show too much emotion. He's a very quiet sort of guy. He always delivers the good. He's one of the best death over bowlers in the world, and he's proved it today.
I must mention about Tanzid Hasan, the way he started off the series, scoring a 50 in the first match and then scoring his maiden ODI 100 in the most important and crucial series deciding encounter. Tell us more about his batting, the way he batted throughout the series.
No, it was excellent. It was all for everyone to see. But the point I was going to make is that he's made a lot of 50s. and the conversion rate has been left wanting. And the first one, I think he's got 7 or 8 50s earlier. I'm not sure if the figure is right, but that conversion from the 50 to the 100 was not there. But today he stuck it out. It wasn't the easiest sort of attack to face because Pakistan were bowling very, very well and they were losing wickets at the wrong times. So it was a pressure situation. He was thankful to the Almighty, but he did batten down. He slowed down in the middle part of the innings, but then steadied himself. Seemed to be tiring, but in the end, with that lovely shots. Look at the number of long sixes that he hit, and when he hit them, it was most often than not in the middle of the bat. That's the accuracy, and he looks such a stylish batsman. All left-handers do. They're very stylish and elegance personified, I must say. And it was very, very entertaining to see him bat. And he was the mainstay of the Bangladesh batting innings.
Yeah, talking about Tanzid Tamim's six-hitting ability, he's such a natural striker of the ball. Ramiz bhai, you have seen him closely.
I mean, a very strong base when he's hitting the ball, and obviously that languid elegance and the way he times the ball and plays spin as well as pace. Important for an opener in ODI cricket especially to play maximum overs, because you can amp it up anytime later in the innings also, and we saw that from him. So first 100 is always difficult. I got mine in the 22nd game, and then eventually I ended up with 9. So first 100, if you can crack it, then the other one becomes that much more easy. So is a player with a lot of potential, and some of the PSL franchises need to have another look at him, because I think he'll be valuable for PSL cricket.
Undoubtedly breaking the barrier, Tanzid Hasan Tamim. But how often do we see two players winning the Player of the Series award? We have seen Tanzid Hasan Tamim and Nahid Rana, another player who emerged himself as something to watch for. 5-wicket haul in the first match, bowled with a lot of fire. Tell us more about Nahid Rana.
So I was the only one in the commentary box that was fighting his case as player of the series, but then obviously, you know, better sense prevailed, and so he was nominated alongside Tanzid. I mean, what a find he is. I mean, he is effortlessly at 147 plus. Long levers, he's pretty tall, and when he bowls that bouncer, he doesn't allow the batsman to figure out whether it's a shorter length or not. That's why he rushes you, and that's why there have been a lot of top edges. And because he's pacey, he forces the batsman to play from the crease. And so he just messes up the footwork completely. So, and I think he needs to be preferred in T20s, in test matches and ODIs. He should be playing all the formats. Obviously, the workload has got to be managed, but he's got, pace and a match winner for Bangladesh.
Shamim bhai, you don't get to see a fast bowler clicking 145 regularly, and someone like Nahid Rana who does it for fun.
Yeah, it comes as a natural rhythm to him. I think he's been graced by the Almighty with this ability to bowl fast. He's tall, but I've seen a lot of tall fast bowlers bowling medium pace. So he's got this rhythm. I think rhythm is so very important in building up the pace as you run into bowl and the release of the ball. I think very quick turnaround of the hand when releasing the ball amplifies that pace. And he does it, as you said, it's a regular kind of thing. His slow bowls would be around the 140 mark, which would be the fastest among a lot of fast bowlers. But one area I'd like him to improve, it gets a little flustered when he gets hit around, and then he tries something different. And that is where I think that exuberance of youth and lack of experience, obviously. But the think tank, Sean Tate in particular, should be telling him that, look, you will be hit for boundaries now and then. But let that not get to you. You stick to the basics, you stick to what you're happy with and what you trouble the batters with, and there will be success on a more regular basis. I think that's one mantra he's got to follow. But what a person to have in the Bangladesh squad, and coming from Ramiz, who's played a lot of fast bowlers from around the world, getting that kind of appreciation tells you that he's turning out to be a world-class bowler.
Well, on the other hand, Pakistan came up with 6 uncapped players in this tour. The way they performed, tell us more about the selection process and how they performed. They must be happy the way they performed?
I think one good thing happened, that all were exposed to international cricket, so which is good, because usually what happens is that a couple of players miss out. They're benched permanently in a series. So we saw a fair bit of talent. We saw Mas Sadakat play a great innings, and so obviously he's got potential. Obviously he's got rough areas which needs to be ironed out, and like every other rookie, you'll go through that phase. But potential was picked. and they knew exactly that they were up against it. When they came here, you know, Bangladesh with a full force, with all their major players playing, Pakistan took that risk. So that is fine. I mean, they lost the series, but it was a great last game. And Salman Ali Agha, in a run chase situation, he got a fabulous 100, probably his best 100 in ODI. So we saw a lot of action, and I'm happy that some of the young kids were exposed to international platform.
What innings he played, under pressure.
Yeah, under pressure, and I think he paced his innings so well. You know, as if there was an in clock in him. When to hit, when not to hit, you know, how to play the spin, the pace. And then he tutored the sort of his partners as well, because, you know, he had lost the upper part of the innings, you know, the frontline batsmen, and then the middle order was jolted as well. So he had to get cracking with some of the young players. And he then took the game to the opposition, and if he had not gotten out at that point, and so Taskin really was valuable because he picked up Salman, and that meant the end of the run chase as well.
Ramiz, I must add the input that the captain put alongside Salman Ali Agha. I think Shaheen Shah Afridi came in with the bat, built up that partnership. It was very crucial. If he didn't stick around, it would be in further trouble.
So two things can happen to you if you're a leader. You can subside completely under pressure, or you can rise to the occasion. And we've seen Shaheen Afridi to lap up this pedestal. I think is tailor-made for captaincy because he's engaged and involved in the field. His own bowling was outstanding, and then as a batsman is a major surprise. I mean, if he had not, I mean, that last over against Spain, obviously he's got his limitations with the bat, but you know, the way he tackled Mustafizur, hitting him for 2 sixes, got Pakistan almost over the line.
Thank you, both of you. It has been an entertaining series throughout the tour. Yeah, same here.
Well done, Shamim.
Thank you, Ramiz.
Right, that's it from all of us. We have witnessed an entertaining series throughout this 3-match ODI series. And in the end, Bangladesh go on to seal the series 2-1. That's it from all of us. Have a good night.